Remember, every setback has a what? Has a comeback. The question is, what will you do in that setback season? What will you do in that setback season? Are you going to put the most energy you possibly can in that setback season so that when you do get to that comeback season, you're going to fucking crush it? And number two, once you get to that comeback season, will you operate as if you're still in setback season? Usually, when you fucking have no skill set, what happens?
Crank it.
Your work ethic is up here. Right? What happens when your skill set gets better? What happens to most salespeople or professionals when they get better? The work ethic gets lower and lower because the skill set compensates. Right? Big fucking mistake people make. Huge mistake. Whereas what you should be doing, keep the work ethic here and increase the skill set. Now watch the multiplication on that. The exponential growth, which is what happened to me. I didn't stop fucking grinding. I was pounding it. And guess what? I'm going back. Past couple of weeks, I've been grinding from fucking 9 to 10 in the morning till fucking 9, 10 o'clock at night. You see, I don't want to be in the comeback stage. I don't like being in the comeback stage. I like being in the setback stage. Why is that? That's where I learn the most about myself. True. But it's because I have the most opportunity in the setback. You see, in the setback, you realize what you need to learn and what you need to do to get to the comeback. A lot of times when you're in the comeback, you slow down. You don't slow down in the setback. I wish everyone's in setback mode all the time because you're fucking like this. We talked about it before. Who would I invest in? The guy who has no money or the guy who has a lot of money? No money. Why is that? The gas tank is filled up on the hunger mode. Usually the more money someone makes, they get less hungry. I see it all the time. I have friends that have a lot of money. And they're not the same as when they were hungry. Some of them are. I have a few friends that are fucking hungrier than ever. Those are the guys I want to hang out with every fucking weekend. Or every fucking week. I call and have conversations with them. Because they're still hungry, even though they made a lot of fucking money. I'm not talking about $100,000. I'm talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars. And they're still hungrier than ever. Those are the kind of guys I want to be around. Because I want to be hungry. I don't want to be satisfied. I'm not satisfied where I'm at. I want to get to the next fucking level. I had someone ask me another question. How do you stay so fucking hungry because I'm not thinking about what I have. I'm thinking about the potential that I could have. I'm thinking about the comeback, baby. I know what's available for me. I know what I deserve. I know what I'm willing to earn. But I got to go out there and do it. Question is for you. What are you willing to do to get out of the setback mode to be in the comeback mode? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Think about that. And this is the question I ask myself all the time. Who the fuck am I to deserve this? Do I have all the fucking... Did I do everything I possibly can to earn this fucking thing? Because the second you have this entitlement mentality because you think you're special, because you think you deserve it, because you think your mama fucking gave birth to you, because of bullshit, because mama told you you're so special, all that nonsense puts you in a fucking very bad place in the setback mode. You do not deserve anything. As a matter of fact, I have to earn everything. Nothing comes free for me. I have to earn everything, which is what I love about my fucking life. Nothing I've ever gotten was by fucking chance. It was because I earned it. So how much do you think I appreciated that? Because I grinded for years, I didn't see the results. Because I was in setback mode for years. Delay, 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 temporary delay, temporary delay. And one day, boom. One day, boom. One day, boom. And the guys that only saw the comeback were like, oh, wow, Michael's so fucking lucky. I'm like, bitch, where the fuck were you at when I was fucking setback mode? Where were you at when I was fucking struggling? Where were you at when I was fucking practicing at 1 o'clock in the morning? Where were you at when I was fucking knocking on doors and nobody wanted to fucking do business with me? Where were you at when I had rejection after rejection after rejection after rejection? You only see the fucking what? You only see the fight in the ring. You don't see the fucking practice behind closed doors. Because nobody's usually with you in practice mode. Just you and your fucking coach. Or maybe you and your fucking buddy. Over here, oh, the lights are flashing. Oh, Instagram, all this bullshit. Where were you when I had fucking 1,000 followers only? Think about that. I met some people this weekend. I was walking the street. Oh, Michael, I see your TikToks. It's like more and more, I'm getting a little bit more known in fucking the streets. I'm like, interesting. Where the fuck were these people 2 years ago, 3 years ago? They didn't give a fuck about me. They don't give a fuck about me now because now somehow I got more followers. Really? That's the world we live in. Where the fuck were you at when I had 1,000 fucking followers? Where were you at when I put a fucking live out, only 2 people showed up? So I understand the grind that it takes to get to the comeback mode. I know how challenging it is because you don't see the fucking accolades. You don't see the fucking championship rings. You don't see all of that. You only see what? The pain, the setback, the ridicule, the negative talk, the doubt, the fear, the worry, the disbelief, the challenge. And a lot of times you don't know. You don't know if you're going to fucking make it or not. You don't know, but you have what? A fucking word that we all love, which is called faith. You have faith. You have a little bit of belief. You have a little bit of hope. That hope is what fuels you a little bit. And you fucking push day in, day out, and you eventually get it. But you will not get it if you do not enjoy the setback period. The setback period is what sets you up for the comeback. The farther you stretch that rubber band, that will determine how far you will go. If you don't stretch it far enough, what will happen? Nothing. You got to stretch it really back. And you have to also what? Angle it a little bit. So it has a trajectory to get to where you need to get to. Because there will be walls. There will be obstacles. There will be challenges. That is part of the process. So instead of running away from the setback, enjoy the setback. Be prepared in the setback. There's plants and trees that they call the pruning process. Anybody know about the pruning process? Who knows what a pruning process is? Eric, you know about the pruning process of trees? What do trees usually go through in the springtime? They start growing. What happens in the fall or summer? Summertime, they're producing fruit. What happens in the fall time? Yeah, they start fucking letting go of their leaves. Why do they do that? Because they're preparing for the next season. Because winter season comes up, which is when they fucking die out, right? And they start growing through the process again. It's a cycle. It's a season. Certain trees, they let go of certain fruit, certain things. They prune. It's a pruning process. They shed, just like snakes do. They shed out their old skin to have new skin. If you ever see a snake do that, it's the most craziest thing on the planet. Have you ever seen that happen to a snake? It looks like they're struggling. It looks like they're fucking like, it's nasty. But that new layer of skin is amazing. And they get stronger and stronger and stronger like that. So you got to go through that shed. I call it shed, shift, replace. Remember, every setback has a what? Has a comeback. The question is, what will you do in that setback season? What will you do in that setback season? Are you going to put the most energy you possibly can in that setback season? So that when you do get to that comeback season, you're going to fucking crush it? And number two, once you get to that comeback season, will you operate as if you're still in setback season? Because it's very easy to forget where you started. It's very easy to forget when you struggled. I don't forget. It's very easy to forget. I live an amazing life today. Amazing fucking life. I'm blessed beyond blessings. But I never forget how I started. I never forget what it was when I had to fucking sit there and look for $7 fucking food because I couldn't afford $8 fucking sandwiches. I remember those days. I remember when I stepped in my car. Shaquem, you remember when you stepped in your car? I will never forget those days. I will never forget when I had to hop around from house to house to sleep in friends' houses because my mom kicked me out. I will not forget those days. Those days is where my setback season was. And I operate in that hunger mode all the time, which is why I'm still hungry about my future. Because I will never forget how I started. And sometimes you need to go through that setback season. Sometimes you need to, so you can have a greater comeback. Okay? I appreciate you guys. If you love this kind of content, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys in another video.